capsule the disappointment of this game and kind of the season. It just didn't seem to work out as anyone expected.
Well, I think that obviously we've rehashed the season enough. It was clearly ups and downs, and as we navigated to find our way as a team and to play our best basketball as a team, you know, there were a couple teams out there that were really building towards something. And sometimes I think that goes unnoticed, but you know, this game was disappointing. I thought we missed a ton of opportunities in the first half to make it closer than 13 at halftime. And then I thought we had started off just kind of chipping away at the start of the second half, and then there were multiple possessions there where they got to lose balls and those types of things at some point later in the third quarter. But before that, you know, Gary, I think obviously our issues have been well chronicled, and hats off to them. They are one hell of a basketball team. And what I just talked about was, and they've been building habits every day, and those habits showed up, and they showed up over and over again. And, you know, we make a teaching tape every year for our teams about different things, closeouts, recovering, flying around. Bucks are gonna be on a lot of clips. I mean, they were tremendous. And credit them, credit their coaches, credit their players. You know, they're better than we are. And they earned that. And it was clear throughout a 5-game series.
Mark Murphy, Boston Herald. Brad, I know you've been focused on anything but this, but has it occurred to you at all how much this team might change from this point going forward?
Yeah, I mean, you don't really think about it. I mean, Mark, we all can pay attention to all the talk and everything else, but you don't really think about it until it's over. And you know, that's not really my lane. I'm certainly consulted on it, but you know, I understand, you know, that we didn't meet the outside expectations, and we really rode a roller coaster a lot of the year, and it was difficult, but you know, I do think, I told the guys in there, I did think they showed a lot of character at a lot of different times to keep coming back and to stay together. And I've said from the get-go, this team in the locker room when they're all together is great. We just couldn't find it playing together as well as we had hoped.
Coach back left, Mark D'Amico, Celtics.com. When you look at the offensive woes that you guys went through tonight, do you compare that or see that as comparable to Game 7 of last year's Eastern Conference Finals? Why not?
I mean, that was a defensive dogfight both ways. It was 87-79. No, I did not feel the same way. Although I thought we were guarding great in the first half. You know, again, we went into the middle of the second and they have 29 points or whatever it is. Like, you feel really good about the way you're doing things, and then as more shots get missed, as we turned it over, as we made mistakes at the rim and they flew out on us, at that point, they just kept hammering at the rock until it cracked, and we cracked.
Brad, Gary Marshall again. Brad, what did your team lack? I mean, the Bucks, obviously, you said they're better than you.
Yeah.
What did you lack this year, and how helpless of a feeling does it seem to be for you where you couldn't put it together, regardless of what you tried to do?
There's all kinds of different things that I think we can get better at, Gary. I don't want to pinpoint one. We got the whole summer to rehash that. I do think when you get into the series, like the points at the rim that they got and the points at the rim that they didn't give up are, I mean, they just stand out like a sore thumb. You're fighting and scratching and clawing for every look, and they protected the rim and the paint much better than we did, and flew around shooters much better than we did. Again, I can't say enough good things about the Bucks. Coach Bud, they all deserve incredible credit.
Coach Chuck Morales, MassLive.com. One of the hallmarks of your teams, going back to the beginning, has been the fight and the good habits that you're talking about. This season was really not much of that. What was different about this team?
I mean, that's probably the part that eats at me the most, right? 12 years, been a head coach for 12 years, and you know, we let go of the rope more and cracked more than we probably should have, and we need to be better than that. But the team that doesn't crack usually wins, and these guys just kept again pounding at us. I'll be the first to say that this is, you know, as far as any other year that I've been a head coach, it's certainly been the most trying. I think I did a bad job. Like, at the end of the day, like, as a coach, your team doesn't find its best fit together, that's on you. And so I'll do a lot of deep dives into how I can be better.
Coach Vince Goodwill, Yahoo Sports. When you talk about some of the outside things about the future, you said it didn't affect you. Do you think it affected guys on the inside longer, or maybe more than it should have?
Well, I don't want to speculate for individuals, Vince, but there's no question. I mean, they have TVs, they have phones, they hear everything, and to be quite candid, like, when you live in it, you do your best to kind of just block out the noise and do your best to focus on what you can control. But these guys are also young men, and there's a lot of pressure to live up to all these expectations, to put on a cape, to do all those things, and that's hard to do. And so I really, I always say this about, and I always kind of reference Jason and Jalen. I mean, I can't imagine handling what they have to handle at 20 and 22. Like, I can't fathom it. I would have cracked long ago, right? So I've been given the time to grow up and be 42 now. Those guys have done a really good job of just kind of staying the course and trying to become the best they can be. The other thing I told the team, Vince, in there was, all the stuff that we've been through, they'll all be better because of it. It didn't show itself on this stage by any means. They'll all be better because of it, because we learned a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.